Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Cadence's Show More block in WordPress. This is a series of videos taking a look at Cadence's blocks one by one. To get started, let's open up a brand new blank page to look at this block on its own. So if you're on the front end of your website, that is just your website and you're logged in, you'll have this top toolbar. Hover over New and click on Page. Alternatively, if you're on your dashboard, head over to your left-hand sidebar, hover down to Pages and click on Add New Page. This will open up the WordPress block editor where we can work on this block. Alright, once we're here, just a few housekeeping items. If this right-hand sidebar isn't here, there's a button beside Publish called Settings. Just click on that, and this is where all of the settings and parameters for us to configure and toggle will appear. Next, let's give our page a title, just to keep things organized. And last but not least, let's add the block itself. There's this blue button on the upper left-hand corner. We can either search for the block or scroll down, but since Kadence is right here, we don't have to scroll down too far, and there is Show More. Either click on it or drag and drop it into our workspace, as you can see. Now, let's go ahead and close this block inserter, and let's take a look at how this works. So let's click on this plus icon to add a block, and let's click on Image, but you can use any block. We're just going to use an image here just so it's easier to illustrate this this block here. So let's go ahead and choose probably this one. Yeah, that's fine. And we can center this up here with our options. We can crop it. We can make it, let's make it 16 by 9. All right. And actually, no, let's make it long. 19 by 6. Okay, perfect. Okay, and let's go ahead and set up our spacing. Let's center this up here. Left. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And well, we should really probably be using a container for this. Or let's go ahead with the block and center this up here. Okay. Now back to Show More. Okay. Let's take a look at our Show More settings. So we have our display hide button. Once expanded, we can do this, and we can, once we click Show More, these buttons will disappear. And if I were to click on Show More and we wanted to let our users be able to hide the item or block or element, we can do that. So Show More will turn into Show Less, and this one will have Show More, and that's about it. And then maximum preview height, we can make it really like half, or how many pixels you want. And then we can also add a fade, right, to add some suspense to it, or whatever you want to do with that. And we have our paddings over here and our expand settings. So depending, it was mainly responsive settings. If you wanted to hide this, well, if you didn't want the Show More on your site for whatever reason on desktop, tablet, or mobile, you can have it default opened up on those devices. And we can save this as our default block if you wanted to do that, and additional CSS classes as our options. Next, let's take a look at our buttons. And these are just ordinary buttons. We can make them big buttons. We can make them small buttons. Right? And we can also change the style. We can change the colors of the text. Well, let's keep that white. And the background color, let's make that red, just so we can see a difference between the two. And the border radius for all of them, let's crank that up. We can also add an icon to this if we wanted to. Let's look for some arrows, keeping things simple. Let's go with that, and that should be fine. And you can configure it however you want, and we have a video about using buttons. And advanced settings are just buttons, so what more could you ask for? So let's go ahead and click on Publish and take a look at how this looks like on our actual website and see how it actually functions. Okay, with that done saving, let's go ahead and click on View Page, and here we are on our actual site, and you can see that if you click on Show More, it shows us our block, and then Show Less will appear there. Now there you have the Show More block in Kadence in WordPress. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.